Okay, so I am going to show you my $5,000 Savage and all the modifications I've done to it. First off, I guess I can show you what it sounds like, and let's go ahead and start it up. Then we'll get to the details. Gotta turn on the radio. This is a Namadia sensor. And it's been modified also. Waiting for it to boot up. And the truck has a remote start, so I can actually start it from the remote control. So let me go ahead and give it a start. Okay, so obviously I can't talk and explain what I've done to the car while it's running because it's a little bit noisy. So I'll go ahead and put the radio back down. And so let me go over the details about what I've done to this truck. I have modified the engine to where it'll actually accept a different fuel mixture. It's 32% Nitro and 18% Amsoil and then 15% E85. It is a OS 30 VG, and originally those come with about 3 horsepower stock. With all the mods and everything, I've dynoed it at 6.8 horsepower. I had the heads ported and polished, or the head, sorry. It has a dish top piston, and it's made from Magnesum Galvorn Mathril, allowing for like twice the compression ratio of the original engine. It has a needle, or actually it's a dual needle bearing connecting rod. I've used CQuartz Finest and I applied it to the cooling tower. It's a Tungsten Dual coil glow plug instead of just your single little coil. It's got 2 inside there. Instead of your standard fuel jets, it has a Hemispheric dual fuel jet to give more fuel into the engine. The throttle body, I had it ported, and it's infused on the contact points in the throttle body with KY jelly, as funny as that may sound. But it gives you like a really, really smooth throttle response. So you don't get the strong lurches forward, backwards when easing into the throttle, which is a pretty big deal on a truck that's got this much power in it. So here's the real kicker. I've actually modified it. It is a hybrid. It is gas powered, and it has a 9,000 milliamp powered Lipo with 4 electric motors in each of the turnbuckles. So together, combined power is much greater than an electric truck or a gas powered truck. You get the low end torque from the electric, and you get the high speed from the gas powered. The clutch is a dual clutch, and it's made of carbon fiber with a Titanium Chromium. The driveshaft and the axles, which very commonly are broken all the time on most trucks, these are pretty much unbreakable. They're Magnesum Galvorn Mathril, and they're super, super strong. The transmission's in it right now is a 3-speed, and it's good for about 115 to 120 miles an hour the way it's sitting right now. It has a red limiting launch control, so on the Namadia remote I can set the RPMs I want the launch to launch at and hold the throttle all the way down, and as soon as I let go of the brake, it'll launch. The shocks are actually very similar to what you'd find like a modern day car, and it has the magnetic liquid inside of them that is adjustable electronically, and it's I think GM calls it the Magnetorheological. It's a Magnetorheological dampeners or something like that. It's some real long name, but I can adjust the stiffness from the remote while it's driving down the road, and I can actually adjust the height of the truck so that when I'm jumping it, I can raise up the height so it has a lot more cushioning from the jump, and at top speeds I can lower it so it's a lot more stable and less likely to roll while turning. The tires are actually lined with Kevlar, and they're filled with nitrogen. The nitrogen is something fairly common on cars. and it's something that I have down on this truck also. The remote start that you just saw is actually a remote start off of a motorcycle. And a lot of people have heard of Viper as a brand for remotes, and that's what that is. The wheel bearings are actually liquid nitrogen cooled. And when the truck's doing over 100 miles an hour, the standard wheel bearings will start to melt and seize up. And these nitrogen liquid cooled ones are good indefinitely, to indefinite speeds. The battery pack, which is located on the nose of the truck and also hanging from the roll bar, is charged wirelessly. So all I have to do is pull the front of the truck over a wireless charging pad, and it will charge the entire electrical system. The radio, the audio radio, like I said, is modified. Originally that's an FM transmitter. It's a 2.4 gigahertz Bluetooth. You can monitor your speed, your temperature of the engine, the compass on which way the truck is actually going. It's got a fuel gauge on it, which is pretty helpful, so you have to keep checking. The tire pressure is on there also. Make sure that you're not losing nitrogen in each one of the tires. And you can adjust the ride height from the remote too, which is very critical at high speeds. So the only two things I have maybe in the works for it is nitrous maybe coming soon, maybe a 3 to 5 shot, and taking out that 3-speed transmission and going with either a 6 or a 7-speed. I'll have to see what I can find. So let me go ahead and open up the truck and let you take a look at all these parts that I'm talking about. Got the Revo killer body on it, F-150. Alright, so here's the 2 battery packs mounted to the roll bar. As you can see, they're connected up there to the front battery pack. These 2 are 2,000 each. The one in the front is 5,000, giving it 9,000 total for electric motors. And then here's the OS engine that's been highly modified. And you can see the Magnetorite shocks right here and all the other good stuff. So that's my Savage, and thank you for watching.